Welcome to PSVG Strong Style. I'm your host, Delvin Cox, and I am with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Donnie Reese. We are shotgun shooting from the hip, trying to do this. I don't know if I should even give an intro because there's so much going on. Say hi, Donnie, before they cut you off.
Yeah, hi guys. Live from the Thunderdome. You've got me and Jack. We're in the Thunderdome, and I think trying to record this podcast is going to get us kicked out of the Thunderdome. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how much longer in the Thunderdome we're going to be. Oh.
This is interesting because I want to know how far we can go with this.
Sure. So here's what happened. I got the invite to do the Thunderdome, and I was like, well, that's cool. We've never done it before. I know Jack would want to. And so I signed up and I did it, and we were there. And we were cheering and all that stuff. Did you know that they coach you while you're doing it?
I did hear about that. I hear that they tell you have to cheer,
boo, more energy. Yeah, like you have like a producer the whole time. He's like, all right, guys, here we go. We're going to cut to this shot. You know, it kind of takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
My camera at the moment is completely frozen. Of course, I would be on the damn show that Jeff Jarrett's in the Thunderdome. And they're over here talking about Jeff Jarrett. Nobody gives a damn about Jeff Jarrett.
Not in the least bit.
Oh.
What adds even more funny to this is Goldberg's supposed to be there tonight.
Really?
So all your favorites are there. Yeah.
Oh God. Just bring on Hogan too. Why not? Let's just keep it going. So here's the thing: like they can hear me, right? Like when you join, you have to give them access to like all of your devices, and obviously, like they're coaching us, so you can hear them talk to you through the speakers. So when I turned off the microphone so they could stop hearing me while I talk to you, it completely froze my webcam. My webcam is still here. They haven't kicked me out of the Thunderdome. I still got the window. I'm still here. It's just my webcam completely frozen. Chucky's behind me. He's over here. I'm just waiting any minute now. They just you've been terminated. I still haven't found us though. I keep looking and I haven't found where we are yet. And we've got to be like in the back or something. Like we're not behind the ring. But yeah, it's an interesting little experience, man. They kind of take over your whole computer and everything. And once I kind of realized what it was and all that, I was like, well, I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's one of the reasons why I never wanted to do it. Because I'm like, they said somebody told me you have to sit there the whole show.
You can turn it off. I mean, I don't know what they would do to you if you just turned it off. I mean, what are they going to do? You just turn it off. You don't have to sit here, but they don't want you walking around. They don't want you moving. They don't want multiple people in your camera. They had a lot of rules that they do to do this thing with, which kind of takes some of the fun out of it. You can wear like brand stuff, right? So I'm here with Alexa Bliss, so, but yeah, that's the only thing you can do. You can't wear anything that like promotes any other brand or your own things. You can't do signs, they said. Jack, we should have brought the belt out. I didn't even think about that. We should have got the belt out. But we're watching the New Day here cut a promo, and Jack just found out that they split the New Day, and he's bummed.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
My headphones died.
Okay. Yeah. So Jack just found out that the New Day split.
Yeah, that sucked.
he's all kinds of bummed out. He's like, no, like he got all this pouty face.
Yeah, I felt the same way last week.
I think it's great.
It is. It's going to be great in the long run because what I'm hearing, they're going to give Big E
the run
a whole 360 change.
Yeah, it's good for Big E. And
180.
Using the draft to do it is better than them turning on each other.
Yeah.
Once you turn, it's hard to go back, right? Once you turn someone, it's hard to make them go back. But it's better to do that than it's better to split them up so they're still friends. So you can have that reunion, without having to tell like this whole convoluted story. So, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. My headphones just acting wonky now, so I just cut them off completely. Screw it.
I got you. Yeah. So, I think it's a smart way of splitting them up and letting him have his singles run without them, because I never wanted them to turn on each other.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, what I've heard, what sites are reporting, some credible sites are reporting that they're going to change his whole gimmick and make him more of a serious character when he's by himself. as opposed to they're basically going to just make him like he's not even part of the New Day, essentially.
I mean, that would make sense. Get him new packaging, new costumes, new music. I don't want him to change his character, though. I mean, I think that's the
one
thing
problem with it, and it's a small problem. They already have a tough guy, black guy on Raw.
A tough black guy. It's got to be a black guy.
Yeah, it's like they already have somebody who's this kind of prototype.
Don't they have the whole Hurt Business?
The Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Then they have Keith Lee.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're going to try to push Big E to the top.
You would have kept him on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you. Because Keith Lee is like the babyface version. And then Lashley, I guess, is like the heel. But I'm still surprised we're still here. Nobody's booted us out yet. We're still here.
And you can still watch the show and everything?
Yeah. Look for the frozen camera, everybody. Frozen camera, the side of my face, says Alexa Bliss. I mean, there's a shit ton of webcams. Like, I don't know how much they're monitoring, you know, especially like if you're not in the shot. Like, how much are you really paying attention to people that are off like stage right? They're probably not paying that much attention.
Yeah, they probably not even paying attention to you because if you're not directly in the camera, like if you're not right in that front, what is that, 4 sections?
Yeah.
They probably not even paying attention to it.
If we're not right next to Jeff Jarrett. I was glad I got Chucky. They didn't they let us in and we had to sit there for like 30 minutes and you know, the Jack said they talked to him and then they came back and talked. They started playing rap music, like just out of the blue.
What kind of rap music were they playing?
Dude, I wouldn't be able to tell you in the first place. So what kind of question is that, man? I don't fucking know.
Did it sound like somebody you would know?
No. I would. The only rap music that I would know is from like 1990 to like 98, maybe a little after 2000 for sure. But like outside of that, no, this was like new stuff.
Okay,
you know,
okay, I got
like
you.
the trap beats and stuff.
I wouldn't know any of that stuff either. So that's
okay.
Right.
We had a 6-man tag. We had Dan O'Brien back. We had to do Yes Chance. I got Jack in. We were doing the Yes Chance. We're having fun with that. And
it sounds fun.
The producer thing, I actually, Jack, what did you think? You got to talk louder if you're going to talk.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, I think the producer kind of takes a lot of the fun out of it. Like having somebody in your ear be like, cheer now, cheer, more cheers, cheer louder. It's like, shut up. It's just, like, I'm here doing you a favor, okay, with your no fan having shit show, okay? What the hell? I'm not going to lie to you. This is like an impromptu stream of Strong Style, but I have not really been digging WWE like this month. And they've had that's the crazy thing is that they've had some good storylines, good pay-per-views. You had the Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns has been fantastic.
Yeah, he has been fantastic. What they've been doing with Randy Orton has been good. Bailey turn, that's been good. Like, they've had some good stuff, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not finding myself like urged to watch it. You know,
do you think AEW has something to do with that?
Yeah, I've been all in on AEW. We've been watching AEW every week, and it's just like the more and more I watch it, I'm just like, I guess. I mean, WWE's doing WWE things, you know?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I can miss SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I can miss it. And that's what it's not that I haven't been following it. I've still listened to the podcasts I listen to. And when they have good stuff, like Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss being together, I totally go watch that shit. Like, I go and I'm like, I got to watch that. But there's not enough of it to make me want to watch the show live. Sit there for 3 hours and watch Raw. It's like, who's got time for that?
Yeah.
I got games to play. I got movies to watch. Like, I got shit to do.
Yeah, especially this month.
Yeah.
This month is not the month to do this.
Yeah, so like they've just it's not even like I think creative's been good. So it's not even like a, like a fan statement. It's just like overall it's just, I don't know, it's like too much, but it's not enough good stuff.
I feel like it's not fresh enough. The Roman Reigns heel thing is fresh. Even the Drew stuff is fresh, but it's kind of predictable at this point.
Oh man, we got Matt Man in the chat. Cousin Cecil's here. Matt Man thinks he thinks Dan O'Brien's going to win the IC title.
I hope so.
You really do? I don't. He doesn't need the title. He's above title. Let Sammy give Sammy something to do.
I feel like he's in that Cody Rhodes spot where the title needs him.
Ah, that makes sense. I can understand that.
Because that's how I felt about the TNT title. Like, even when
Dude, I didn't like
Cody
that
lost it.
I didn't like it when he came back and just won it like the first day he came back.
Yeah, he should have came back. They should have built that. The match was great, but they should have built that up some more.
I wanted a feud. I wanted to see Cody give chase.
Yeah,
To just come back and win. I was like, what the fuck? It was Goldberg again? What the hell's going on here?
I would have had him go through the whole Dark Order. Just straight up, one by one. No, you don't get a title shot when you come back. You have to work your way back to it.
Yeah, it
And
was
you
weird.
work through the whole Dark Order to get that title shot.
I was sure he wasn't going to win, and I guess I think that's probably why he's like a swerve. But I like when they made the match, I was like, he's not going to win. They'll DQ it or something.
I figured he was going to win, but I didn't think Lance Archer was going to lose.
Oh, I definitely knew Lance. He's not going to win the belt.
I thought he was going to win the belt.
Moxley?
Yeah, I felt like they could easily put that belt on Lance Archer and.
They could, but that's not the point. The point of the belt in Moxley is to gain awareness for the product. Lance Archer has zero awareness. Nobody in WWE knows the fuck Lance Archer is. Like that belt needs to be on somebody that people know.
Yeah,
That main belt needs to be on MJF, Darby Allin, Chris Jericho, Moxley, maybe Miro one day.
See, now we're touching on something that's
Maybe Orange, maybe
on
him.
the next episode, but we can talk about it a little bit now.
Sure.
Did you see that they're doing a heavyweight title tournament?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you see who's in it?
Not the whole thing. Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I could probably guess them all, but I don't know them all off the top of my
But
head.
I would just tell you two names, and just based on these two names, you know who's going to be in the finals. One side is Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
One side is Hangman Page.
Yeah, that should probably be your final.
Yeah.
But it seems weird though because they don't seem to want to be pushing Kenny.
I think they're gonna push Kenny or Hangman.
Probably
Based
Hangman.
on who wins this
Probably Hangman.
tournament, they're gonna be probably the next world
I
champion.
don't know why they're not pushing Kenny Omega more. Like it seems like you're kind of wasting time. They've done like a year, and he's been a tag champ, but that's even like beneath him. It's like it's Kenny Omega. He's not necessarily like a young duck. It's like let's kind of get a run with Kenny Omega now.
I agree. They should have did that. Like Kenny Omega's a star. Like there's no denying it.
Still, my favorite match is the match with him and Pac. My favorite AEW match.
I agree.
It's not even close. Reigns with Heyman is gold. Man.
It's awesome. It is really awesome.
Like Kevin even showed up in the chat. That's crazy.
Let me ask you this, because since we should be talking about WWE, what do you think of the whole Brie Alexa thing?
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Another thing, should she get a mask?
No. It's gonna ruin her look. I don't think so. She's fine without the mask.
I like how they're doing it so far. I wasn't a fan of the Kevin Owens thing because it didn't seem like it went anywhere.
Oh, I love that match.
I like the match. I don't feel like it went anywhere.
Oh, it wasn't meant to be though. It was just to fill time on one episode. But that was a really, really great match to like have somebody just no sell for 20 minutes. It's kind of fun. It's nice to have one of those every now and again. And it didn't, and I think Kevin Owens, it's good because like it doesn't hurt Kevin Owens to take a L, because he's Kevin Owens. So it was great for him to be in. It's kind of like Cena. Like he's already established. He can go out there and break and no sell him for 20 minutes and nobody cares. And it is actually entertaining for once to see something that isn't the normal, standard WWE match. This dude down here in front center, he looks like Rikishi or some shit. He's got like a Yankees, or what is that? SummerSlam? He's like second row, front middle. He's got a big old beard. Jeez.
I can't see it yet.
He's right behind the ref. Nah.
Okay.
Now that the light changed, he's not. I think he's a white dude. He's got like this glowy yellow light on top of him. But no, I like that match, and I love the Fiend. Dude, my two favorite wrestlers WWE are the Fiend and Alexa Bliss. I have an Alexa Bliss shirt on. So, I was ecstatic when they were like, these two people you love, we're gonna put them together. It's like, holy shit, when does that ever happen? That's rare.
Yeah, I like it.
I just don't know what they're gonna do. That's the thing that's like, so what do you do? What are you doing with them? There's no like mixed, tag belts or something. Like, so, they're not going to give him the championship, I can't think. Maybe like if Randy gets it, maybe they'll do something. But like, I don't know what you do with them. I don't know what you do with them on Raw, and I don't know what you do with them, period, to be honest with you.
I feel like on Raw, there's a story to tell with just Randy Orton. Randy Orton loses. to loses Hell in a Cell, or he can lose because he loses to Hell in a Cell, and the Fiend comes and kills him. Like, hey, you burnt down my house. I owe you something. That's a story in itself, right there.
What if that's us?
They've already done that though. We've had that story.
I don't know. Like I say, it's a lot of people are saying Keith Lee.
That's good.
That would be interesting.
What if they started tormenting a woman wrestler?
That would be interesting.
And you just kind of like let Bray just kind of coax, Alexa through something. Kind of help her
So
out.
who would it be then?
Who's got the belt?
Asuka?
Asuka? Yeah.
Would it work with Asuka?
That does work with Asuka.
Alexa trying to scare Asuka?
Mm-hmm.
That could be intriguing.
And you could have all the theatrics of the Fiend that scares Asuka, and somehow, maybe that lets Alexa win, or they just have like a feud. I mean, I personally, I've already said this, so I feel like we're regurgitating things we already said. I wouldn't keep. I don't think Bray needs to be near the belt
At all.
He's above belt, so to keep him away. Oh, I had an idea though. What if you send him to NXT?
That would be cool.
Wouldn't it?
I like that idea. I said it before, I like the idea of eventually somebody stalking the Fiend, and that would be the Demon Finn Balor.
Yeah, no, that would be great. And they've worked together a bunch, so like that would work. And I think that's where I was going. And it's just like I don't know, like the draft was weird. The people
like it.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of folks that changed hands. The best thing about the draft, I think, was the New Day splitting up.
Yeah.
No.
It's
No,
gonna
that was
be
the
good
worst
for
thing.
it's gonna be good for Big E, Jack. It's gonna be good for him. Plus, I mean, it's a tag team anyway. They can't wrestle 3 people, so like it's fine. I'm glad the New Day's back because the tag division sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Who
like
shows a New Day? It's weak.
I mean, you could do Fiend and McIntyre.
I don't want that.
Like, well, yeah, that's kind of the thing, though. It's like who does? I don't know. I mean, because it's. I don't mean. I guess it could. I mean, because it is the belt, but I don't want him to chase the belt. Because the problem is you can't book him the way he needs to be booked if he's got the belt, unless you just job him out to Goldberg.
Yeah. The Fiend versus Retribution?
That's good. I would love to have him like single-handedly take out everybody in Retribution. Just like one at a time. And the Fiend kills Retribution.
Could be cool. That could be interesting.
And then Dijakovic just comes back as Dijakovic. Dude, what the hell are they doing with these call-ups?
T-Bar?
Retribution sucks. Okay, it's gross. When you showed that tweet of him in his mask, it's like, what the fuck are they doing? Dijak was awesome. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do they always do this?
I will
They
say
had
this.
Aleister Black look like fucking Solid Snake in here. Like, what are you doing? You're ruining it. You're making it worse. Ugh,
T-Bar
it's gross.
is awesome on Twitter. That's about it.
Retribution's dumb. It was a dumb angle. It was a
like-
good angle that they ruined, like with the masks and stuff. Like the V for Vendetta stuff was cool. I was there for that, and like having a faction that came out and beat everybody up and stuff. Like that's cool. We like that. But then to like go all super corny on it. Oh, dude, Lars Sullivan's back, and he's already like getting in trouble again. They need to fire him. He needs to go.
They can't.
He's not very good.
I've been listening to podcasts about it. They're like, they may be scared of the optics of firing him because of the other incident he had.
With Stephanie?
No, not that incident.
With his video?
Yes.
I don't get that's so old, long time ago. Why would that be the optics?
Because people will think.
Dude,
they
he's hitting
fired
on
him because
people's
of that.
wives and shit on like Instagram and stuff.
Did you see the thing about what the
He's not
Triple H
that good.
did?
They just jobbed Jeff Hardy out to him.
He's not good.
He's not
really
good. There you go. He's not good. That's why
not
you let
good.
him go. You let him go because he's not good.
He's not good at all.
Oh, he sucks.
Like,
They-
like,
They've had him for like 3 years trying to do something. Every time he comes back, he like, offends pedophiles, molest somebody. It's like, what are you doing?
He is not entertaining. He is not charming. He is not captivating.
He
He's
doesn't
just
look cool.
A big, hairy guy.
Yeah, and his look isn't even that good.
Yeah.
Oof.
He is the person that you should feed to Goldberg.
Jack Swagger's better than him.
Way better than him.
Oh, that's not good either.
Yeah. Jack Swagger's not great.
Karrion Kross is way better than him. It's not close.
Yeah, way better. Karrion Kross is awesome.
Yeah. NXT's been a pretty good show. I'm excited for Halloween Havoc. We're going to record like our standard show after Havoc and Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, because I want to talk about Halloween Havoc, and I want to talk about the history of Halloween Havoc, because Halloween Havoc is one of my favorite pay-per-views.
Oh,
ever.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was excited to see it. And you see they're bringing the wheel back?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they're bringing the wheel back. Spin the wheel, make a deal. That's a thing.
That's going to be cool.
And that's good because NXT's kind of in trouble. Everybody's hurt. They called up like half the roster. Seems like, I don't know what it is with WWE there. Every time NXT is like, hey, we got something, WWE, like, Raw, somebody at Raw is just like, we're going to ruin it. Let's get them up here so we can ruin it as fast as possible. Now
they are WWE is NXT's biggest enemy.
They are. They really
why
are.
Are they putting NXT up against AEW? Every time NXT has not went up against AEW.
Oh no, I disagree with you. Why are they not putting into NXT what they're putting into Raw and SmackDown? Because if they left NXT alone and you still had Aleister Black there and you still had half of Retribution and not in that gimmick, and then you added Finn Balor and Charlotte and you left them alone, it'd be the best show they had.
Yeah.
It'd be better than Raw.
It'd
be better than Raw. It'd be better than SmackDown. Yeah. But that's why they don't want it to be better than SmackDown, because SmackDown gets all the Fox money.
Yeah.
So why didn't you bring Keith Lee to SmackDown?
That would have made more sense.
Just give Keith Lee the belt and let us do a feud with Randy Orton, and let's move on from McIntyre.
I like McIntyre.
He's okay. Yeah.
But he feels bland.
He doesn't move the needle. It's not that he's bad. It's like Sheamus here. We're watching Sheamus work on the thing. I love Sheamus. Sheamus is a badass dude. He's a good worker and a good wrestler. He's just not the face of your company. He doesn't move the needle. Nobody cares. Yeah. Nobody cares if he has the belt or not. Nobody wants to interview him. You don't want him on commercials. He's not going to sell action figures. That's it. There's nothing. It's not his fault. Some people just don't have it. And he doesn't have it. McIntyre, I don't think so.
I just think that.
Not like Keith Lee. Keith Lee has. See, that's the difference, right? That's it. That's the difference. That's what makes The Rock, and that's what makes Austin, and that's different than Jeff Hardy even. And Jeff Hardy's a huge star, Hall of Famer, but Jeff Hardy wasn't that. Keith Lee is that. Keith Lee's the dude.
Wasn't that when he at his highest peak? Yeah. He wasn't that.
Yeah, it's like the difference between, like Triple H and Finn Balor. Finn Balor's great. Everybody loves Finn Balor. He's not the dude.
I feel like, I'm about to call him Galloway. McIntyre would do better in a feud versus Roman Reigns for the belt. He feels better as somebody who's challenging for the belt as opposed to a long-term champion. I
really liked this match with Randy. I feel like maybe I'm coming off. I feel like I'm coming off maybe a little harsher than it need to be. I mean, McIntyre's fine. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. It's okay. But does he need the belt? Like, is he doing anything with the belt? Is he elevating the product? I don't think so.
It's a great feud. It's just that
McIntyre should probably be like in a tag team. Dude, look at Big E. Just
I wouldn't say
cleaning
that.
House. Cleaning house.
I feel like he's one of those guys that
Big E
should not have long title reigns.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he's
he's
Diesel. He's a hand. Yeah, he's Diesel, like a tag team. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Diesel could be a champion anytime you need somebody to be a champion.
But yeah, he's not gonna grow the business.
He's not gonna be your head of your company.
Yeah. Whereas Keith Lee totally could be. And like now of all time, right now, it should have been done 6 months ago. But like if you're reading the room, give Keith Lee the fucking belt now, right away.
Also, I have to say this. So the Braun Strowman experiment just failed, right?
Yeah. On the pre-show, he had like a velour suit on, and then they started the show and he was back in his camo gear. I was thinking that they were gonna change, like his gimmick, but no, it looks like he's still doing his thing.
His title reign sucked.
It wasn't great, Is McIntyre's better?
Yeah.
Is McIntyre's better only because of Randy Orton? If you take Randy Orton out of the picture, is this title reign better?
I would still say yes.
I think
I'll
Seth
tell you
Rollins'
why.
feud with Rey Mysterio is better than McIntyre's reign as the belt.
I agree. But I will say this. I feel like Braun Strowman's feud with The Fiend made The Fiend worse.
Kinda.
His feud with The Fiend was horrible. He
It's
should
just
have
a
had a
little
good feud
over.
with The Fiend.
It's just a little overbooked.
Yeah.
You know.
Wasn't a fan of it.
Lord of mercy, if you put Bray Wyatt and Cody together, that'd be an overbooked mess.
It could be entertaining. The promos would be great.
Cody would come down from the sky in like a chariot of angels. Bray Wyatt would literally light a fan on fire. It'd be a mess.
Cody's hair would change color 3 times during the match.
Oh man, so I don't want to talk about WWE anymore because I didn't really care about it. Like this month, I haven't really cared about it a whole lot outside of what Bray's doing. Bray and Alexa. There's something else that I was really digging. I liked that triple threat match for the IC thing. That was good.
That was great.
With AJ and them. Yeah, that was good. But outside of that, dude, it's like, okay. I've been way more into what AEW's been doing. AEW's been a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. They're improving.
They had the
women's
Jericho
division.
30-year
Jericho
anniversary, which was kind of hilarious.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is going to happen with that? The Inner Circle and MJF? I have a theory.
I mean, I hope that it leads to a feud with MJF and Jericho, which is what I think is going to happen.
I think that's going to happen too.
I think it'd be a little weird if it's just the same thing as Mox, where he's like, yeah, you can join, and then they're like, here's the turn. Because we've already seen that. I would hope it would go a little further than that.
I think it's going to be something different.
Okay.
I'm thinking they're going to turn Jericho babyface. And MJF is going to take over the Inner Circle.
The whole thing?
Yes.
That's interesting.
That would be cool.
I feel like it'd be hard to do with all the work that he's done, though. He's
It
done
would make
so
sense.
much work.
You,
But I mean,
you give MJF this young group of heels that he's the boss of, essentially, and they've kicked Jericho out. And Jericho,
it would be a long story. I mean, it'd be a long feud. You can't do that quickly.
yeah, that was going to be a long.
He just kind of like one at a time kind of turns them against Jericho.
Yes.
You could just do like a whole thing like where, like Mox versus Jericho, and then they all turn on him. And
They already did that though. Already did the Mox Jericho thing.
They do it again.
I like MJ doing Jericho. I mean, that's going to be a really, really good feud. And that might be the feud necessary to put Maxwell over the top.
I think I just thought about it. Nation domination with The Rock.
Yeah. That's actually what I was thinking when you told me, because I was trying to think, could they do like an MJF match against Mox when he's in the Inner Circle and he wins?
Yes.
And
that's what I
then
was
he's
thinking.
got the belt, and like that kind of starts the feud. You know, Jericho's like, you wouldn't have won it without me. And he's like, but Chris, but I am the champion. And like, you just kind of pit everybody against each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't, there's a part of me that wants to say I don't like it for the simple fact that what do you do after that story then with the Inner Circle? It's like, I feel like it almost makes more sense if that is the story that breaks up the Inner Circle, because I don't think you can have the Inner Circle with just MJF, because I feel like it's not going to be, the thing that makes the Inner Circle funny is that it's like corny. It's corny with him and Sammy, and I think that would be lost without Chris.
I think MJF could pull off his own version of the Inner Circle. They probably wouldn't call it the Inner Circle anymore, but with Wardlow and Ortiz and Santana. And then again, when you think about it,
It's getting like NWO red
has
areas
way
here.
too many factions now.
Well, everybody's in a faction, and I'm totally
Everybody.
I'm fine with it. It's good. It's good. It's good storytelling, but at the same time, like, I mean, I get it. If everybody's in a faction, then you maybe feel like factions don't matter, but I still think they do. Yeah, I don't know. I would want to know the plan, I think, first. I want to know the plan for after. So, like, I get the plan to go, but like, what do you do then afterwards? What do you do afterwards?
Now I wonder how long does Jericho have left on his contract. He says he wants to retire with AEW. Moxley said the same thing the other day, by the way.
He's got to be. Like, he's like 54. Like, what do you think he's going to do? Although, I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. We've seen Goldberg come back a billion times. I'm not going to rule out. I think Jericho will wrestle in WWE again. I do. 100%.
Yeah, I think WWE will want him to wrestle there.
He'll have a big comeback at some point. A little comeback tour, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not going to waste a chance to, like, get that last word over AEW, and they're going to pay a lot of money for him to do it. But it'll be like a Saudi Arabia come out of nowhere, one off after he's done. He'll retire, and then he'll come back for like a match.
Yeah. I'm interested in what AEW does going forth, because they're building a roster. They're building a great roster. They have a lot of young talent,
and they're putting the work into the talent. They're getting Orange over. They're doing things with Archer. They've, Darby's white hot. Who's the guy that Darby Allin always feuds with? The new
Matt
guy?
Hardy?
Yeah, no. Darby Allin. The guy he's feuding with
Darby
now.
Allin. Oh, you talking about
the guy that
Ricky Starks?
He's great. He's real great. He's fantastic. I like him a lot. So, they've got plenty. Look at here. We've got Otis pushing Sami Zayn. Why does Sami Zayn look like
Che Guevara?
Yeah. Why do we have communist Sami Zayn? Like, what's going on here?
That's just, he was like that before he left.
Nobody ever gets tired of Daniel Bryan, dude. Daniel Bryan is the best.
I love Daniel Bryan.
He'd be great in AEW.
Awesome in AEW.
Be an absolute killer
Daniel
in AEW.
Bryan versus Kenny Omega.
Don't say that. He should
WWE would never let that happen.
He should totally leave. Get the hell out of there, Daniel Bryan. It's not as bad as like we make it, but it's like WWE is like, they're on the cusp. They have the roster to make a new WWE. It's like right before the Attitude Era. They've got all this young talent that they seemingly aren't doing much with, and that's probably not fair, right? Because they gave McIntyre a run, so they're doing something with some of them. But the majority of them, they're not doing anything with. And it's like, if you would just get some of these people out of the way, this talent could come through in a major way for you. I think they've got stars. They totally have stars. Big stars.
They are being successful in spite of themselves. Like, everything they've done thus far is in spite of themselves counteracting that. Like, even the Becky Lynch thing. Bayley became big because Becky Lynch and Charlotte had to leave. Like, if those two weren't going, we'd still be talking about Charlotte running the women's roster division.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Like, something always had to happen to force WWE's hand to kind of do the right thing and to push people. Like, even the whole thing with Braun getting the title. He didn't get the title because he deserved it. He got the title because, Roman Reigns said he wasn't going to work. So who do we have around here who could do work? Oh, let's give it to Braun. We can't keep Goldberg with the title because no. Let's give it to Braun.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. It's like they've got a lot of really good talent that they could use. The fact that so many of them are not doing a damn thing. They've got Bianca Belair and Dijakovic doing the thing that he's doing. She's not doing anything. And, like what they've done with Otis and basically like all the call-ups that they've had. I don't want to see them do it with Keith Lee and Aleister Black. It's just like...
Also, they like to do hot shot booking, by the way.
It's depressing. It's just like you have no faith in anything. It's just like it's hopeless. It's like a hopeless feeling as a fan, where it's like AEW seems like they're putting all of their effort possible into taking that mid-card guy and putting them up. Like they're just elevating everybody, one after the other. They're just like, let's bring him up, let's bring him up, let's bring him up, let's bring him up. Like where's AEW's Darby Allin? Where's their Sammy Guevara? Where's their MJF?
All in NXT. Not getting pushed. That's where they're at.
But those people that were in NXT, that were there, where are they now? They're not doing a damn thing. That's the problem. They still haven't booted me out of the Thunderdome.
Should be a star right now.
We're still here.
Not.
Like even Rhea Ripley. She's a stud.
Yeah, she should be. I don't know what they're doing. I can't even call it like. And this is what annoys me the most about WWE. You can arguably say they have the best roster in wrestling,
Yeah, I do think they do.
but they don't take advantage of it.
Well, that's too much. Like when you do 7 hours of television a week, like you have to have a big roster. I mean, it's not fair to compare the two.
AEW would kill for that women's division.
Yeah,
With
they
half
would.
of that roster in the women's division. AEW would kill for a Nia Jax.
Just two of them. Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah.
I wonder what the first female talent that like crosses the rope. I would love it if it was like Rhea Ripley. That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be.
No, I mean
That's a good question.
the AEW roster hasn't combed through here. It's stacked. It's really deep.
It's getting good. It's getting really good. Thunder Rosa being there every week helps a lot.
Yep.
She's good. She's really good.
Yep. But I'm looking at it and see here's the thing about the AEW, like getting back to AEW, like I didn't know who Eddie Kingston was until like this month. He's awesome. I love him on the mic. Me and Jack were busting out laughing. There was a match a couple of weeks ago where they came in. I think they interrupted at the end, and Kingston just like sat up on the turnbuckle and started narrating what was happening.
Yes.
And like they did like double super kicks, and he's on the rope and he's got like that Brooklyn accent. He's like, "You just got kicked in the face. His foot in your face." And that was like some Jericho shit. Like we were dying laughing. It's like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Eddie Kingston's amazing.
He's great. And you think of like what they've done with the Dark Order, even though they're not even all wrestling. Like they've elevated Uno and they've elevated Colt and like that whole crew, and even like the little guy is getting some run. And what they've done with Luchasaurus and what they did with Luther last week,
Best friends.
the best friends, like they're getting solo runs, they're getting pushed as a team. Like these are all people that we know. Ricky Starks, Sammy Guevara, like everything. Trent, all these dudes. Will Hobbs. Look what they're doing with Will Hobbs.
That was great. It's great.
Their whole roster is getting run. They're all getting the rub. And that's the thing. It's like, who's getting the rub in WWE?
I feel like watching AEW, I look at that roster like they need another show. They need more hours.
They're getting real
watching
close to
WWE,
that.
I look at that roster and say they need less hours.
Well, they do AEW Dark.
They do AEW Dark. Yep. Jack has corrected you, Delvin. Do you watch Dark?
Yes, I do watch Dark. Dark is excellent. Dark should be on TV. Like
I think I would love to see Dark and Being the Elite be integrated into one show where it's like goofy backstage antics and stuff, and then you get like a match or two.
that would be cool.
That would
like
be cool.
Like an old school like Velocity.
Yeah, it would be different. You're right. It'd be more story based and all this stuff. And you have the guys kind of acting, and then like you throw in a match or two, like an undercard match. That would be really, really cool.
I like it. I like that they use Dark.
It'd be like a Lucha Underground thing.
Yeah, they use Dark for like jobber matches.
Yeah. Yep.
But eventually those jobbers do come on the
They
main
show
roster.
up. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. I like what AEW's doing.
Oh yeah, Dan O'Brien over here promoting Apollo Crews. That's another one. Dude, they've had Apollo Crews over here for 4 years and done shit with him.
Yeah. It's bad. They have too much
AEW
talent.
has given Will Hobbs more of a run and more of a rub than WWE has given Apollo Crews.
It's sad. It's sad but true. Apollo Crews been there forever.
Here comes the Monday Night Messiah. I feel like we've
What
seen
do you think
Dan
about that,
O'Brien
by
and
the way? What do you
Seth
think about
Rollins.
Seth Rollins being on SmackDown Roman Reigns?
I'm okay with it. I'd love to see them tag again as heels. That'd be great. I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't know. I really don't know it's clear they're not doing anything with Seth Rollins on Raw. And once they split him up, like his little Messiah group and all that, they fired the other dude. They like the tag team.
Yeah. What? I can't remember their names.
They have
They're
no
doing
tag
AEW soon.
teams, and they just like fired them. They just let them go.
Vince doesn't like tag teams.
WWE has like 5 tag teams, and one of them is Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, who is like not a tag team. There's no tag teams over here at all.
Well, also one
It's
of the
embarrassing.
Usos is hurt, right?
I'm sorry?
Isn't one of the Usos hurt? So
Yes, one of the Usos. I love you don't know their names. It's okay, nobody does. Don't feel bad.
they're identical. It's impossible.
Yeah, Matt Man says AOP. I was gonna say it's like Azar and I forget the other one's names. I was trying
Choke
to,
on Razor.
yeah, I was trying to remember their actual names. But like, dude, they in NXT though, they were a big deal, right? Like their reign as the titles and everything.
AOP was the big deal.
Yeah. And then WWE or Raw has no tag teams, and they just let them go. And then they split him and Buddy Murphy, and I didn't like the split. It felt short, kind of short, thing. It's like, oh, he's in love with Rey Mysterio's daughter. Like, it was like 2 shows. Buddy Murphy's gone. I was like,
let me ask you about that, because people had a feel about that thing. How did you feel about the Rey Mysterio, Buddy Murphy daughter thing?
I mean, didn't they already kind of drop it? Like, they did it for a show, and like, it's just kind of been gone since.
Didn't they do it for like 3 or 4 shows?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been watching the whole
Dominic
thing.
beat him up with a kendo stick.
I mean, I knew she was a part of it, but like the actual turn was just like the one show, and then like we haven't really seen Buddy Murphy since, right?
Yeah.
And that sucks because Buddy Murphy would be like one of those guys. Why aren't you pushing Buddy Murphy? He's really good.
Well, to them, they are pushing him by putting him in terrible angles.
Chris Jericho would get Buddy Murphy over big time. Yeah. He'd be a big star. Like this is, yeah.
Orange Cassidy's over.
Orange Cassidy is over. Yep. He's the thing. Everybody loves him. My wife hates him. She's like, this is so stupid. I'm like, that's the point. That is actually the point. It's so stupid and it's great.
Did you watch the Cody match with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like how they did it.
It's probably the best Orange Cassidy match we've seen.
I think so. Yeah, I like the fact that when Orange Cassidy was trying to do his Orange Cassidy thing, Cody was like, no, you are going to wrestle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It felt different.
Seth Rollins. Here comes Seth Rollins and Bryan. I just feel like we've seen this a bunch. It's not that it's bad. Like Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, like, hell yeah, let's do it. But it's just like, haven't we done this? We've done this for like 8 years. We've done this. When Bryan got the belt, didn't he have to beat Triple H and Seth Rollins?
When he first got the belt?
Who was the guy? Who did he beat?
I'm trying to think.
Here's Dominic and Mysterio again.
I know he beat, the first time he got it, he beat Batista and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, did he beat Rollins and Triple H? That might be right.
It's just like the immediate feeling I had watching these two wrestlers, like we've done this before, like for the belt.
Now I'm trying to see. Daniel Bryan's so good, man.
Yeah, he is.
He is so good.
All you had to do is type in Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and there's like 18 videos of them wrestling each other and a bunch of photos. It's like we've done this a lot.
Now my question is, have you ever seen his Ring of Honor stuff?
Triple H, then Orton, and Batista. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, here's Buddy Murphy. Ooh, are they going to reunite? Ooh, look here. We might have a turn. Here I am bitching about how they broke it up so early.
I think you're
It's a double
ahead
turn.
of me.
Yeah, it's a double turn. He flipped on Rollins too. This is just everybody beats up Rollins. That's what we have going on here. I don't know, like I don't really like this feud.
I don't like the
No one does.
either.
Like the feud is not doing much for me. It's not that I don't like the talent. Seth Rollins is great, Buddy Murphy's great, Rey Mysterio's a legend, totally fine with it. I just feel like it's like I don't know, what are we doing here? Like where are we going?
Feels like once you lose an eye,
That should have been the
end
end.
of the feud.
Yeah, no, exactly right. It's like that should have been the end. And I'm fine with the turn of Buddy and Seth and like let's do that feud with Buddy and Seth. But let's get the Mysterios onto something else here. All right, so the Mysterios aren't shaking hands with Buddy Murphy. They don't care about Buddy.
Yeah, because
No, Buddy's all alone. Dude, they're going to job Buddy Murphy out to Lars Sullivan next week. They're going to have him in like 5 seconds. This feud is just...
you're ahead of me.
I'm still in Thunderdome. They've still yet to kick me out. We're still sitting here watching my... Dude, my thing's been frozen for a half hour.
Interesting.
Half an hour.
Oh. I like Braun Roman. This is going to be good. Braun Roman's a great match. Always has been. Every time they hook up, it's good. Now, Braun's not going to win. Like, we all know that ahead of time.
Not at all.
But it'll be fun to
shouldn't
see
win.
it. And, let him take the loss and let him go to Raw.
He shouldn't win.
What the hell? That's what they're going to do with the Fiend on Raw. Do Fiend and Braun Strowman. Oh, my God.
Please,
Oh,
no
my
more.
God.
They just
No
did
more.
that.
They're going to do it again.
I'm so sick of that feud.
It's
That
such,
feud is
it's
terrible.
such a WWE thing. They're not changing the feuds. They're just putting the feuds on different shows. They're like, look, these people haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it on Raw. It's like a whole new thing. Doesn't that sound like so WWE? That's what they're doing.
The people on SmackDown haven't seen the Rey Mysterio feud with Seth Rollins.
Oh my God. That's so sad because it's true.
Let's do an eye for an eye too.
Oh my God. That sucks. See, as bad as their tag division is, wouldn't Buddy Murphy, Seth, a great tag?
That'd be an excellent tag
They're
team.
an excellent tag team. Like, why are you doing this stuff? Just let them be a tag team. And then why not let Dominic and Ray be a tag team and let them do tags? Like, let's have a good tag division.
I don't like Dominic.
I like Dominic. I mean, I think he's for a
green
prospect.
still.
For a prospect, he's okay. He's years away.
And he's like really, really, really.
Dude, here we go. We want the smoke. I love these dudes.
He's like really, 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 really baby face.
But the tag division, man, it makes me miss like the Dudleys and the Hardys and the Brood and the Outlaws. We used to have great tags.
We still do. They're just in AEW now.
Yeah, yeah.
AEW's tag division is stacked.
Yeah, it's legit. It's real good. And a big part of that's because they have so many factions.
I think TNA's tag division is stacked.
I don't know half of those people.
I'm trying to think who's all over there.
Well, I know that they WWE fired the Good Brothers
Yes.
and they're over there.
Everybody
That sucks.
who WWE fired is now a tag team in
Impact.
TNA.
Ugh. I like the Street
Impact's
Profits.
not bad now. It's
I like
pretty
the
good.
Street Profits. I'm still
Street
not going to
Profits
watch
are
it. Still not going to watch it. Sorry, man. I don't have enough time to watch the wrestling that I do know. I definitely have time to be like that kind of a mark.
It's the reason we don't talk about Impact that much.
I'm not going to
because
watch
we literally
like
don't have that much time.
New Japan Pro Wrestling and tell you about how cool I am at Tanahashi's match. Like, yeah, I get it.
I do watch New Japan sometimes.
I
If
watch
it doesn't come on at 3:00 in the morning, I'll watch
the match they had the other night. Like, I've seen people talking about it, like how great it was. So, like, I'll probably watch that. And that's the only. That's to be honest. That's the only time I watch New Japan Pro Wrestling is like when my podcasts are like, "This is the best match we've seen in 4 years." Then I'm like, okay, I'll go take a look at it. Like I watched the Omega Okada matches, all 3 of them.
Those were great.
Yeah, I watched those for sure. I watched the Jericho feud with Tanahashi, right?
That's correct. I watched that too.
Yeah, I watched those, and I watched Moxley when he went over there. I watched some Will Ospreay stuff in New Japan.
I as well. I didn't watch Moxley.
I did.
I felt like I missed a lot of the Moxley stuff.
Oh, and I watched when Cody went over. Yep.
I didn't watch Cody.
Yep. I watched a lot of Cody indie stuff for a while.
I did too. I got a DVD box set of most of Cody's indie stuff and Ring of Honor stuff.
Do you have them like Cody Rhodes and Matt Riddle? That was a good one.
I don't think I have that
That
one.
was a good one. That's another thing. What the hell are they doing with Matt Riddle? Why the hell is Lars Sullivan getting pushed and Matt Riddle's not on TV?
I
What
had
the
a
fuck is
reason
happening?
why. Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense.
Jesus.
The fact that you said Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan just beat the hell out of Jeff Hardy, Adam Cole. What?
Makes no sense.
T-Bar?
T-Bar. He is the best. Did you see he was feuding with Eric Bischoff?
That sounds about right. What were they arguing? I mean, I think Bischoff just argues with anybody.
Yeah, that's also true.
He's just like clinging to relevance. He's like on every podcast. He's in every show. You know, like
he said something. Eric Bischoff said that he didn't like the gimmick, and those guys are more talented than that. And T-Bar said, "Didn't you kill WCW?"
That's great. That's really, really funny. You know what Bischoff should have said? Yeah, I did, with ideas like Retribution. We started giving people stupid ass masks, have them doing dumb stuff. Yeah, it's exactly what happened.
If anybody knows how to kill a company, it would be Eric Bischoff.
That would have been the most epic response if he said something like that. He's like, "Yeah, we did. I hired Vampiro. Trust me, I know. Right? You gotta get out of this gimmick, guys." I still haven't seen the Vampiro documentary yet. I don't think it's out yet.
I don't think it's out.
Yeah, I keep
It should be out
every
soon.
so often I check in on it and try to find it, but I haven't seen it yet. Dude, it's 9:00, man. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll watch the Roman Braun thing later. I'm not gonna watch this tag match.
It's funny because you're just defeated.
I mean, because here's the thing. Look, all four of the people that are in the ring, I like the Street Profits. I don't love them. I like them. They're really energetic and they're fun. I love Dolph Ziggler. Are you kidding me? Dolph Ziggler's one of my favorite wrestlers the last 10 years. And I know the world hates him. And I don't get it. Is that Ric Flair? Ric Flair is in the Thunderdome. He's over here wooing. Like the legit, though, Ric Flair. He's got sunglasses on. He's front and center.
How much they paid him to do that?
A lot. I love Dolph Ziggler. I still think he's one of the best workers in the company. And I hate that it's so cool to hate him.
I don't know why.
His match with The Miz, his IC thing, was excellent. That feud like 2 years ago was great. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler as champ, as the belt. Give him the IC belt. Like, let him go with Sami Zayn. That would be excellent. Let Dolph go with Buddy Murphy. That would be excellent. Equally, I love Robert Roode. His NXT run was incredible. His matches with Shinsuke were must-watch stuff. They've ruined it ever since he left.
They completely botched Bobby.
They killed Bobby Roode. You know how big Bobby Roode would be if he was in AEW? He'd be huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Oh, man. And what did they do? For two people they don't have no creative for, they just throw them in a nothing tag team.
Yeah.
That's all that happens. It's stupid. It has no, and I think we've said this before, man. It has no motivation. There's nothing behind it. It's just like, we've got nothing, so we're going to put them in a tag team together. You know, at least make them like, do what they did with Cesaro and what's his face?
Shinsuke?
No, not Shinsuke.
Sheamus,
yeah.
the bar.
Yeah, you remember they had that 7-match challenge where they kept going back and forth and back
That
and
was
forth,
good.
and it like built them into, they hated each other, but then they started to like each other, and then they tagged and they were good. Like, you built a story that made them a tag team.
That was actually a great story looking back at this story.
Yeah, compared to what we get with like, just Dolph and, Bob just like each other.
Yeah.
And it was weird because it was like Dolph had McIntyre and that was going to be a tag team, and then like in the middle of the night they just swapped one out for the other one. They're like, no, it was Bob Roode. And you're like, what?
Palettes change.
Yeah. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? And they did the same thing, didn't they? Wasn't Dolph like one of the dogs of war with Braun for like a weekend?
Yes, he was.
And then it was over. We never heard about it again. It was just ended. Oh.
They've been botching this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go. I'm defeated. I'm not going to watch all this. Dude, I never get tired of watching this dude do that splash.
I appreciate that the Thunderdome has just destroyed Donnie.
It's not. It's just the whole thing. It's been like this for a while. Like, I'll keep watching AEW.
We have.
Watch AEW, folks. Like, just watch AEW until they get better. But, like, dude, the splash off the turnbuckle that he does every match.
Really good.
Oh, dude, he's so high. Dude, it's the best. I love it. Boss time.
Who is that? Is that Ric Flair's wife next to him?
I at first thought it was his daughter.
Who, Charlotte?
Yeah, does his wife look that young? I mean, he probably does. He's Ric Flair.
I can't see it. I'm looking at my phone. Looks like it might be Charlotte.
When I first saw it, it was like, big blonde lady. I was like, was that Charlotte? I didn't see her. I wasn't paying that much attention to it.
I know his wife is blonde. I know his wife.
Whoever it is, whoever's next to him looks like he's half his age. But, I mean, that could be his wife.
His wife's Fifi. You remember Fifi?
Mm-mm.
From WCW a long time ago?
No.
She was in like a Ric Flair gimmick. Like
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ended up becoming his wife. If you Google it, you'll find her.
And it stayed? Like they stayed together?
Yeah, they stayed together.
Ric Flair?
Yeah, unbelievably so.
That's unbelievable. Ric Flair wife. I type in Ric Flair wife, and there are 4 names that come up. Yeah, dude, she looks half his age.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fifi.
What's that? Sasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about
No.
See, I
She
think
just
they're a little
came
bit ahead
out.
of me.
Watch this entrance.
That Hell in a Cell match is gonna be good. Sasha and Bailey.
Is Sasha a babyface now?
I would say yes.
I'm trying to see Ric Flair. I still haven't seen Ric Flair. It's a different look for Sasha for sure.
A weird look.
It's a weird look, and she's doing all the same things she did before. And that's weird.
Yeah.
Why didn't WWE hire Brian Cage instead of Lars Sullivan?
That's a good question.
Or why did they let Brody Lee go?
They've had a
Instead
lot of
of
people that
Lars
to
Sullivan.
AEW were in WWE at one point. I'm not even talking about like the names like Cody and stuff. Like, if I remember correctly, I think they had Brian Cage.
Wasn't Kenny Omega in like
I know they had Lance
developmental?
They had Lance Archer. Kenny Omega was in developmental. He didn't
Yeah.
like it, so he never went back.
Yep.
It's been a lot of those people have been there.
Hmm.
Either been there or had tryouts there or were in some form of
Yeah,
development.
Matt Ban here, and I tell you, I agree with you. I think Sasha's a natural heel. I loved her when she was doing her kind of her Rey Mysterio lie, cheat, and steal stuff. That's right in her wheelhouse. She should, and it's weird because they did such a great job as both heels, and you wanted to have them turn on each other, but I mean, again, you get rid of the feud, and then where do you go from the feud? Like I understand I understand wanting to have them turn on each other and create the feud, but where are you going after the feud? You got to set that up at the same time. And I think that's like what we're missing. Like in the Attitude Era, when it was super hot and everybody liked it, you had Austin and The Rock, right? But
Yes.
in between Austin and The Rock, you had them also doing Rock and Triple H, Austin and Taker, Austin and Kane. Like you had other little things going on, Rock and Mankind. None of that happens anymore. It's just Bailey and Sasha. Like we know they're going to turn on each other. They're going to beat up everybody, and then they're going to turn on each other. And it's like, but then what?
I feel
Then
like
Charlotte shows up.
I feel like they can't go.
Oh,
back
what
to
did
being
I
big
say,
people.
Matt Man? He says Eddie Guerrero. You mean? What did I say? Did I say Sammy Guevara? That's exactly what I mean. I mean Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, lie cheat still.
Yeah.
I don't think they can go back to Bailey being a babyface anymore.
I don't think
too
she
good of
wants
a
to
heel.
be though. She doesn't want to be.
Yeah, I don't think, and that's the problem with this feud. Even though it's going to be a great feud, that
Oh, I said Rey Mysterio. Yeah, I meant Eddie Guerrero. It's because I'm watching the damn show.
but both of them. What am I about to say? Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bailey are better as heels.
Yeah. So is Charlotte.
Charlotte too.
Yep.
I feel like Becky Lynch is even when she
So
was
is
a
Alexa.
heel, quote unquote, she was a babyface.
Yeah, she was an anti-hero like Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's it. That's a babyface. Alexa's a better heel.
Alexa, yeah.
I mean, it's tough.
They have some good babyface. They just have to utilize them better.
Yeah.
Naomi can be a good babyface.
Yeah. No, that's spot on. Yep.
Naomi, Asuka,
Oscar's
good
a good
babyface.
babyface. Yep.
I don't know. Is that it? Is those main ones? Ember Moon.
Well, she's back.
She's
Liv
in
Morgan,
NXT now.
Billy Kay. Those are all
Billy
good
Kay,
babyfaces.
Peyton Royce. They're great heels.
I mean, I think they can go either way because they're not established,
Yeah.
so they're fine. Mandy Rose, Nikki Cross is a good babyface.
Yeah. Nikki
Peyton
Cross.
Royce is a good babyface. Dana Brooke would be a great
Where did Nikki
babyface.
Cross on?
I don't know. I don't know where Elias is. I haven't seen him in like years. He's still a part of the company?
He was there Monday.
Was he?
Yeah, he hit Jeff Jarrett. Not Jeff. I'm about to say Jeff Jarrett.
Hopefully
Jeff
he hit
Hardy with
Jeff
the
Jarrett.
guitar.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
He's
good.
feuding with Jeff Hardy now.
I didn't watch Monday, as you could tell.
Yeah.
So
You didn't miss much.
we don't have the Bellas anymore.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, they're all kind of, not undercard folks, but mid-card people.
Donnie has gotten me utterly depressed about WWE.
It's depressing on its own, you know. It's not our fault. I don't know, like I'm just kind of tired of it. That's really the best way of putting it. Maybe refreshing or something. I don't know what it is. I'm just kind of tired of it. I kind of felt the same way about 10 years ago.
It's falling down the hill.
And then like Daniel Bryan thing happened, and that kind of got me back. And the Hardys coming back kind of got me back. And like Sting, I was there for it. Like the breakup of the Shield, I was like, all right, this is good. And then I don't know what it is, man. Like the last 3 years, I feel like it's just been kind of a steady decline. And now I'm just kind of like, I don't really need to watch this anymore.
Yeah. I kind of cherry pick my WWE content.
Yeah.
I probably watch 2 hours of Raw if
acts. 2 or 3 acts a week I'm watching now. Like I only care about 2 or 3 acts. Even when it's good, like I said, it's not that it's awful. Like the common thing is to be like, well, the creative is bad. The creative for WWE has been pretty decent, I think, in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
It's just I just don't care about it, I guess. There's just no investment anymore.
I feel like you can watch a couple of the segments and watch the pay-per-view and you're good.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Pay-per-view's been good.
It's a lot of same-ish repeat. You get a lot of same matches back-to-back weeks and stuff. Yeah, it's like it's just too much. I think that's it. I think it's too much. It's just too much of it. They need to cut back.
A lot.
That's the thing. It's too many shows, too much of the shows. Cut it back and like let's start doing good, builds.
One pay-per-view a month.
You just yawn. You make me yawn. I saw you yawn. You tried to hide it with your microphone.
Cut Raw, just make it SmackDown NXT.
Jack just wants to cut Raw altogether. the longest running TV show on television.
Smart
Jack's
man.
like just out. Just cut it. Just get it out of here.
Been here too long.
That's what I said about The Simpsons.
So Matt, man, when I'm talking about the creative, McIntyre Orton was really good. What they've done with Roman, with Uso is excellent. Yeah, excellent. What they're doing with the Fiend and Bray, honestly, what they've done with Sasha and Bayley, for the most part, for the last 2 months, has been excellent. Like creative, they have had the last 2 months. WWE creative has been some of their better 2 months they've had in the last couple of years, I would think.
If you cut out the Ray and Rollins thing, yeah.
Which is just going on and on and on. It's just like, let it go. Let's do something else already.
Yeah. Took it out his eye. What else can you do? How else can
Apparently, you can have him take out all of his kids, too.
Yeah.
Wonder if Seth ever had a match where he just collects like 5 eyes. He just has a bunch of eyes. He's got like...
like the Bone Collector
It's
movies.
super dark.
He could be Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just worn out. I'm just burnt out. I got WWE burnout is what I've got. So I'm just all about the AEW right now. Just want to keep watching that.
So
I want to see
are you gonna
Miro.
watch, Brothers of Destruction thing then?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to watch the Brothers of Destruction thing?
Absolutely. I'm going to watch the Brothers of Destruction.
That looks cool.
That's the best WWE content I got to look forward to.
Yeah. They're just going to keep
The
bringing
best
out
WWE content that we've had this year has been the Last Ride documentary.
Yeah. That's what they're going to do.
Hasn't even been their damn show.
It's been the Last Ride documentary. Just keep bringing out documentaries on Undertaker.
Yeah. Just keep doing that. Keep going to that well.
Just the Last Ride. Then do the first ride.
It would just get too old after like.
He's already too old. They're going to be trotting him out when he's 92. He's going to be coming out with a walker ready to beat up some folks.
Yeah. Just come out and choke slam somebody and leave.
Yeah, I don't know. Said I'm just all about the AEW stuff. I want to see. I like the heelish Bucks. It's good. I like what they're doing, what they're setting up with FTR. I don't really care about Mox anymore. I would like to see. I wanted MJF to get that belt.
I did too.
Yeah. I think everybody did. I think they're just kind of priming the engine. Like we all know what's going to happen. They're just getting there. What is with Braun and his military aficionado? Like, why is he always in camo and shit? Is he a Marine or something?
No, he just pretends to be one. I'm not liking Braun Strowman as of late.
Yeah, you
Braun
really don't.
Strowman has been terrible. He has been god awful.
That well has been soured for you, huh?
Trash.
Yes, it has.
What is this?
It has been so sour. I'm like, damn, they should have just kept the belt on Goldberg.
Put him in a tag team. Put him in a tag team with Dolph Ziggler.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. You got to make them an actual tag team, let them build it. But, like, wouldn't Braun be great if he was, like, some dude's heavy? Look at him in this, like, suit. He's like Black Panther here. The hell? Oh, he's reading kids' trash talk. I got it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll watch Hell in a Cell and Halloween Havoc, and hopefully it'll be good. We'll report back.
I think Hell in a Cell will be good.
You see, Finn broke his jaw.
I saw that.
Like, he's out.
Did you see the picture?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you see the match he had?
Yeah.
That was good.
Good match.
That was a great match. NXT, even though like they've lost a lot of talent, and a lot of people are hurt, and a lot of people have left, still continues to be a really good show. Dude, here's Carmella. I hadn't thought of Carmella in like 2 years.
Yeah.
She's still a thing?
Yeah. She just came back.
She was there in the Money in the Bank thing.
Yeah, she was in the here's Alexa. The goddess. The world doesn't deserve her. She's the best.
Whole world?
She's the best, man. I love her to death. So why isn't Samoa Joe back to wrestling? He's been hurt. Like he every time he gets a run, like he gets hurt. I don't know if he's like medically cleared. I think they're trying to keep him off. He is a good commentator. Yeah, no, he's good on the mic. I wouldn't be opposed to him doing it. I mean, he's got more talent than that, but he's okay.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing on Raw, mostly just being an on-air talent.
We need Enzo back. That's what WWE needs to do.
Did you see the video of him like wrestling at a high school gym?
That didn't surprise me.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago.
At least he had character. Say what you want to. At least he had character. And like he paid attention to what he did. Like who on this show has character like that, you know?
I can't think of nobody good.
I mean, I think they're great characters. Like Keith Lee's a great character. Randy Orton's a great character.
Keith Lee is great, but I feel like Keith Lee's just himself.
Yeah.
Keith Lee is just Keith Lee.
Yeah. It's hilarious. His cadence is the best. Hopefully they do something with him. I think that would get me really excited. If they got him going on something for real, like really chew on something.
I like that Keith Lee whole gimmick is he's just a smart black guy.
I wonder what they're saving it for. Like they've been kind of like hinting, but he's not really getting a run. Are they saving it for like Mania or King of the Ring or something? They trying to make him like do the Rumble or something?
30 minutes.
I would guess the Rumble, but then like I would have guessed before it would have been Big E. We saved him for the Rumble.
An hour and a half without getting kicked.
Yeah, we're still here, Jack. Jack is just pointing it out that we've been doing this for an hour, frozen, and they're still here. They still have to kick us out of Thunderdome. So I've just been on the Thunderdome with my frozen webcam for an hour.
Do you think they froze your webcam?
I think, no, it froze the moment I disabled my web. I think they have it set up to where if you disable your mic or your webcam, they just freeze you.
And then they unfreeze it if you put back up your mic?
No, if you refresh, they kick you out automatically. So I haven't refreshed. I'm sure they've taken, if I was up on the thing, I'm sure they've taken me down. I would hope. Maybe they haven't, but I would hope that they have. That's been an hour.
You've just been frozen just?
But yeah, like they want to monitor your audio so you can't record a podcast while you're in the Thunderdome. So I just like went silent. It's like Independence Day when they roll up and then they just like disable the windows and like they close the window. That was me. I was just like, well, I'm gonna go silent now. I can't hear you and you can't hear me anymore. But it was an experience. Why does he have gloves? Braun is jacked though. Give him that. He is jacked. Dude got buff as hell, man.
He's in great shape.
He really is.
Gimmick sucks. I
like his like goofy Braun. Like when he was doing the Team Little Big stuff, that was like my favorite Braun. Shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think Braun's a natural babyface.
I think he has that. I think I like him when he was.
He's like Big E.
He's super goofy. He is like Big E. He's super goofy. Like the real Braun Strowman is super funny and goofy. When he does this snarly bad guy thing, it's It's not that it's bad, because it's actually pretty good heel work, but it's just like we've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's not interesting. That's really the important part. It's not interesting.
He's supposed to be like the big silent guy.
It's not interesting. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, Braun. You're not Kane.
Yeah. He might end up being a Kane-ish type guy.
I heard on the Ringers Wrestling podcast that he wants to act.
Braun?
He's like, yeah, Braun wants to go to Hollywood.
He would be good.
You think so?
I think he would be good as like a Bond villain. I can see that happening. Silent Bond
look.
villain.
Fucking Roman Reigns, dude. I love this Roman. I'm all for heel Roman.
Amazing.
Heel Roman's been great. We're talking about creative. Heel Roman has been excellent.
It seems like it's him. It's just him being himself, just turned up to like 10.
It's
And I
so
like
good. The Uso feud, or the feud, that build to that match, one of the best builds we've had in years.
Yes.
And the match itself was excellent. Great storytelling for a wrestling match.
Yeah. The fact that they're just like, hey, you're going to be Roman Reigns. You're not going to be this coward heel or nothing like that. No, you're going to beat the shit out of people and keep moving.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's before everybody hated it because they were like, oh, he's just going to win all the time. Now they just leaned into it. And they're like, yeah, he's going to win all the time. He's going to rub it in your face while he does it.
Yeah.
That's
I
good
love
heel work.
I love it. It's
And
amazing.
and Paul Heyman
5-time world champion.
is Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
How many?
5-time world champion.
That's it? Wow. I figured he'd
Don't
have
worry.
more by now.
Give it some time. Give it another year. He'll be like 13 time.
No, they don't give him that many. He might get to like 10.
Zena's at 15. I think Zena and Orton are 15.
I would love to see Orton come feud with heel Roman. That would be fucking excellent.
I don't think the thing about Orton is I don't think they're gonna give him another title win.
I thought
I
they
don't think they want him to pass
were
with Flair.
with the McIntyre. I thought he was going to win. Orton has been the best thing on Raw.
I
Orton
agree.
has had a great year. It's been a really good Randy Orton year. He's been really good.
Yeah.
Well, the Edge stuff was kind of
Yeah. No, I like the Edge stuff until the match. The match wasn't great, but the build was excellent.
The second match was good.
Yeah, and they'll have another one when Edge gets back. They'll do it again. The McIntyre match, though, I really liked that match, and I love the build to that match.
Yeah, it was
That
a
was
great
good.
match.
I like the Randy Orton Keith Lee thing where he went for the RKO and Keith Lee just stopped him.
That was awesome.
That was excellent. It's a good way to introduce people to Keith Lee. So let Randy Orton get him over. But I would love, because you like just Randy's like suave calculatedness would go really, really well against like this stoic, focus Roman. I would love to see Randy like play mind games with Roman, and get a little real, like I'd love to see Randy just sit here and be like, you're trying to be what I've already been, you're trying to be me, Roman. You can't be me. I'm Randy Orton. That would be excellent. You can't tell me that wouldn't be an excellent feud. That'd be really, really good. See Paul Heyman take an RKO.
Now that would be worth the mission.
Yeah, that'd be really, really good. But Roman looks great. Always does. He needs to lose the boots. But I like it. They changed his music. He wrestled without his super vest on. Remember?
That's good.
He went shirtless at the pay-per-view.
That was awesome.
So they're changing
I
his
like
look. They're doing his thing. Oh, here's like Uso in the background just shaking his head. I wonder if they're yelling at him the same thing they were yelling to us in the Thunderdome. They're like,
Most
all right,
likely.
man, look, be focused. Shake your head. Give us some energy. It's like the same damn thing. I now understand what Moxie was talking about with the writers and the creative WWE. He's right. Shit is overproduced. Like, leave me alone, man. I'm a fan. Let me be a fan. I'll cheer when you give me something worth cheering for.
They just have a
What the
lot
hell,
of
man?
about in everybody's ear.
Come on, guys. Give us some energy. Come on. Big thing. We're starting the show. Big energy. Keep it going. And like you're just cheering for like 18 seconds, and you see, because we see, it's just all promo. It's not even us. We're not even on the screen yet. You're like, well, I was cheering, and I stopped now because there's nothing going on. Ugh. Thunderdome, man, not as cool to do it as it is to look at it. I still love the Thunderdome. It's a cool look.
That looks great.
Yeah, it's a cool look. It's not as fun to be in
They
it.
should just do it, but like give you like loose rules.
Well, they can't do that, Jack. They're corporation stuff. You know, people taking advantage of them. I'd be up here like, subscribe to PSVG shirt on.
Hey, you could be like, we have a WWE podcast.
What is this game? What are they promoting here?
I don't know.
Is it a new game?
Or is it?
Are you seeing this?
No, I'm not singing. I had to.
There's a new game. It's like a 2K game.
I think you're ahead of me.
They're showing Charlotte, Becky, Roman. It doesn't look great. It kind of looks bad. Like if this is next gen, oof. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think you're ahead of me.
They're showing a lot of people though.
It looks like this kind of came out like 2 years ago.
But it's not Battlegrounds. Well, that kind of looked like Battlegrounds. It's not Battlegrounds. It's
Yeah,
2K, but there's like
Battlegrounds-
zombie wrestlers, dude.
Huh.
Battlegrounds is just like
What the hell?
Is Battlegrounds?
No, it's not Battlegrounds. This is something else. This is like a
Is
new
it a phone game?
It's like a new 2K game. WWE 2K20. Oh, it's the crappy one. They're just promoting the crappy game again.
Oh, okay. They can keep that.
They didn't even promote Battlegrounds. The Battlegrounds just came out. We didn't talk about Battlegrounds.
It's not good.
yeah,
It's-
you hated it.
It's kind of gross.
It's really bad.
I talked about it on Shaq a little bit. The thing I hate about most is that like
It's just like three
Asuka
characters.
and Bray Wyatt have the exact same moveset because they're both brawlers.
It's just like three
Everybody does.
What the hell is that? Doesn't make any damn sense. There's like 4 characters in the whole game. There's like brawler. It's like Bray, Randy Orton, Charlotte, and Rey Mysterio, and that's every character is one of those 4 people.
And you have to unlock everybody else.
And
And like $1 million per person.
And you've got to play the game like 12 hours before you can unlock one person,
Yeah.
or you got to pay $10 out of your own money.
Nope.
It's kind of gross.
Not a fan of it.
And then like they don't even have like their own finishers. Like some people do. Like you can tombstone people with Taker, and you can do the pedigree. But like, Bray Wyatt's finisher wasn't his finisher. You don't Sister Abigail or even do the claw. It's like a Uranagi,
Nope.
which I've seen Bray do, but it's like that's not his finisher. What the hell are we doing?
It's not a good game.
It's not awful, but it's just okay. It's meh.
Terrible.
It's average. It's 5. Right? It's not average. Average would be like a 7. Like the average video game gets a 7. So it's like less than average. It's okay. It's not great. I still have it. Got it on Switch. It doesn't look great on Switch either. It's kind of muddy.
I saw somebody posted a tweet that was like $20 on Switch at one point.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's playable, but it's not great. Right? I was expecting it to look better than it does, considering how cartoony it was, and it's not. Like Playgrounds, it doesn't look as good as NBA Playgrounds 2 does. If that's anything, it looks worse than that.
That's not good at all.
It kind of looks like it's like kind of like weird. Like the cheeks will be like, it's like shaped. It's like pentagons for faces. and
Well,
stuff.
The ladies look weird in the game.
Yes, they do.
I don't know why they're all like little bowling balls with arms and like they're all just like thick. Is it the word? Because like when you say thick, it has a different. They're all just kind of like pudgy. They got pudgy hands, pudgy arms, pudgy face. Like it's like why? They don't even look like girls. They look like the dudes. That's it. They look like the dudes. They don't look feminine enough.
Is that Mark Henry?
Is it? It is Mark Henry. Oh, they're just playing with folks now. Like every time they come back from the show, they just put a new person kind of in the middle there.
So that's why they take out people. They're just like, send you in.
Yeah.
Send you in.
So now we got Roman and Braun here. And they're going to go outside. Who would have thought? I bet somebody's going to go through a table, Delvin. What do you think?
Spoilers.
Probably
Somebody's
both
going to
tables.
a table.
The announcement booth. And you have Michael Cole be like, oh my God, he's going through the announcement booth. It's like you've seen 18,000 people go through the announcement booth.
Every week.
Every Braun Roman match. Uh-oh. Braun's stumbling. Guess what, dude? He's got his bell rung. He's falling around, grasping. It's funny watching Braun sell. He just, when he sells, I don't know if anybody's ever told him this. I'm sure they have, because I can't be like the smartest person in the world. When he sells, he just kind of looks dumb. You know, like he starts stumbling around and clumsy and stuff. Just makes him look dumb.
Yeah.
Imagine if all the wrestlers just had like a wireless earbud. It's just like,
Oh, they
come
do
on.
have wireless earbuds.
They do?
Yeah, like the referee's got one, and Vince McMahon tells him what to do. Vince McMahon tells the announcers what to say.
All the time.
You didn't know that? That's a real thing. Come on, have him get in there. It's good shit.
To me, it just looked like they just had like a script.
Oh, he just big booted the shit out of Braun. That was good.
To me, it just felt like the announcers just had like a piece of paper of like what to say.
Anyway, dude, I'm gonna go. That's enough. We've talked way too long. I wasn't expecting me to hang out this. Not that I have anything against hanging out with you. It's just I got horror movies and games to play. I got deadlines
Likewise.
and stuff, man. I got to do some stuff. I can't sit here and watch Roman and Braun for the 18,000th time. Oh, this is probably the best match on the card tonight. So
pretty much.
That's how I feel about WWE right now.
Well, let's call it out. Thank you guys for tuning in to Strong Style. This has been fun. I don't even know how to sign this out.
Doesn't matter. We're done. It's like WWE. We're done. We'll catch you after the pay-per-views with an actual show. We just wanted to go live while I had a chance to do the Thunderdome. I wish I could have kept. I set up 2 webcams so I could do both, but yeah, they froze me as soon as I disabled my microphone. So anyway, I thought it'd be cool to do it while we were in the Thunderdome. Still had fun. You had fun? Yeah, Jack had fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the actual show, not this season 2 SmackDown, whatever. So we'll talk about the actual pay-per-views when we actually have stuff to talk about.
Definitely.
Yep. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.